Good morning, Mr. Walker and class. Today I will be talking about the society and figure out framework. Society can be identified as the study of human social relationship and situations. The purpose of this presentation is to identify positive factors in different levels: individual, structural, institutional, interpersonal, and cultural level, and analyze different dance moves in the video. Figure out framework is concerned with the concept of equity, access, and equality. They present complex issues for discussion and provide individuals and society with significant challenges. The framework was developed by Professor Peter, and it has been a useful tool in the investigation of issues and ideas surrounding equality, access, and equality in exercise, sport, and physical activity. Today I will be identifying positive factors on individual, structural, and cultural levels. The first level, individual, relates to personal attitudes, values, and beliefs. Before I learned how to dance, I thought that dance was meant to be for females, and it's not things I would do normally as a male. My friends also had some thought as me, and most of us were strongly prejudiced against learning the dance. This is due to stereotypes about gender and appropriate activities. In the video, my partner and I had to dance together. Because of the imbalance of males to females in the dance, I had to take both the males and female part to complete the dance. Some of the moves like spinning and catch and jump were challenging because they seemed more stereotypically female to me. These moves made me extremely uncomfortable at times. A few girls has recently left the class before the dance. Until many girls left the class. Perhaps this was because they didn't want to participate due to the overall population, which was about 90% male. In the video, you can see girls watching the class dancing because they thought it was odd to see guys dancing together. There are certainly issues of equality to consider when so few girls are willing to stay in the subject. But this will be considered also in structural and cultural levels. This relates to the love and belonging type of male-close hierarchy. Because while girls can participate in PE dancing, they might not feel comfortable doing so if it goes against per group norms. The structural level of framework. Explain how social stats might impact on the types and levels of participation by various groups within society. This means that to belong in a group, we need to adjust our behaviors and usually not develop from the norm. This impacts the dance until because of shared ideas about gender and as discussed in the earlier section. In our society, we do not see men dancing often except at entire levels or in certain settings, going outside of the usual accepted rules. Males dancing could be risky because it could impact a person's stats and the position in the school and peer groups. Participation in dance might impact a student's social stats, and because they were afraid of this motivation to continue will be impacted. The cultural law for the framework is engaged with broad ideas about beliefs and values that are generally shared norms and values. This could include socioeconomic status (SES) and cultural diversity. Some groups in my class might have different experience with the dance style and the moves and so will be more comfortable and willing to participate. In the class, there were more Australian-born and European descendants. People from other countries like me will have different ideas about dance and might feel it more difficult to dance with females. For example, being from Hong Kong, there were not many people dancing and it was not part of the curriculum in schools. Therefore, I have not had many opportunities to learn or even seen dancing. Overall, the cultural level of Figueroa's framework has the greatest impact on students participating in dance. The reason why I chose this level is because shared cultural beliefs and values about dance are widespread and impact all the students. Because stereotypes and cultural norms, especially about gender, and are so set in place, it can be difficult to make changes. We can see in this general lack of girls in the group and PE in senior. Students will find it's difficult to do certain moves that go against what is normal for their gender or social group, and what they have reinforces by media representations. This can be shown in the video when the students were dancing together. There are many positive strategies to increase participation, focusing on equality and access at Campbell State High School. For example, teacher could let the student to choose their own music and own dance choreography. This will allow students to have more confidence in the dance and enthusiasm to participate. At the individual level, there are some major barriers. One of these is that students might have a negative body image, which will likely make them want to drop out of the class. One strategy that will overcome the barrier is to let them practice together to build trust and in time overcome the negative body image. At the structure level, students might find out different ideas about dance. For example, if my friends told me that dance is only for girls, then this will impact my thoughts about dance. A strategy to overcome this barrier is to learn more about dance. Seeing other performers of similar dance styles will increase positive exposures to change negative associations. At the cultural level, gender stereotypes could be an issue in dance. Because with the different stereotypes of male and female, it will be difficult to present some certain dance moves: spin, catch and jump, and washing machine. A way to overcome this barrier can be boys and practice and communicate together. By doing this, they will know more about the dance move and therefore will be able to perform this dance move. In conclusion, Figueroa's framework can be used to understand students' participation in dance. At an individual level, it relates to personal attitudes, volumes, and beliefs. At a structural level, it examines how social status might impact on types and levels of participation by various groups within society. Lastly, at cultural level, it relates to shared cultural beliefs and values about the dance. Thank you for listening.